What is good, y'all boys? It's Creatine. Today I'm back with another story time for y'all. Today we're gonna be talking about a story time that made me lose all my faith in reality. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to title this story. It just blew my mind what transpired this day about a year and a half ago. So about a year and a half ago, I was in a weird spot in life, man. I was honestly in a depression. I feel like I don't even know, I just felt down. I was in like a survival state in life. Like I was kind of like in a victim mentality state, I would say. And I think a lot of people go through these type of states in life. Like these victims, like you just get in this like victim mentality, like everything's happening to me, like woe is me mentality. So I would just say I was in a state of like survival for real. Like I was just in a state of survival for real. And so on this day, one of my best friends' little brothers was having a soccer game, and I played soccer and shit, and I've known this kid since he was like 4 years old. We're gonna name him we're gonna give him a name. I gotta think of a name to give him. Shit, I suck at giving names. We're gonna call him Austin. So Austin was having a soccer game, and I'm friends with Austin's older brother. We're gonna call him George. So George hit me up talking about no, George didn't hit me up. Well, George and Austin's mom hit me up, was like, yo, come support Austin or whatever, like he's having a game. So I pull up, me and my girl, we pull up. It's about like a 30-minute drive. We pull up to the field or whatever, and George is there. I didn't even know George was there. George's mom's there, so we're watching the game, just a normal soccer game. But it's pretty chippy, pretty chippy, competitive game. Like just like a chill game, like a good, common, competitive soccer game. And at the end of the game, so we're fast forward a little too much there. So at the around like the end of the game, like it's becoming chippy. It was like 3-3, I think, and then I think Austin's team ended up scoring, and they won it like with a couple minutes to go or something like that. And one of the players on Austin's team is like like the striker or whatever is like next to the goalkeeper. Because in soccer, like the striker will be next to the goalkeeper or whatever. And the goalkeeper like spit in his face or something so the player spit. I don't know. Somebody like did something to somebody. So what happened was someone like spit in Austin's teammate's face, and like the Austin's teammate turned around and like slapped the kid just out of nowhere towards the end of the game. So I spark up, like, because remember, like I was saying earlier in the video, like I'm in this like survival mode. So like honestly, I didn't care what happened to me at this point, but I wasn't going over there to fight. What I mean by say I didn't care what happened is like I just wanted to be involved in some shit. Like I just wanted to feel anything at the time. So I was like, yo, let me go over there and be the man that breaks this fight up. You know me, just like trying to be the hero. Just a fucking stupid fucking decision, but I'm just trying to be the hero basically. So I spark up and I run over there like trying to break up the fight. So as I'm running over there, I didn't realize, but George was behind me too. So like as I'm running over there, I get over there and I break the fight up real quick. I boom, 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 push everybody out the way. And then so I see George was behind me. George is like separating kids too. There's about 10 parents that get up and run over on the sideline. So we're like, all right, bet. So we break up the fight. And then as we're walking away, like the referee of the game like bumps into George. And George is like, yo, don't touch me, blah, blah, blah. Like, why are you touching me? So we don't think nothing of it. So we're walking back. This little scuffle happens. We're walking back. And then, like, two parents start, like, no, a parent. So we're walking back, not thinking, like, nothing. Just walking back after the referee bumped into George. And George is like, yo, get the F off of me or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone bumps into you, you just separated a fight. Like, you don't know who's bumping into you. And George is not a wild dude, but George is the type of dude, he's got a lot built up that he just doesn't express to other people, in my humble opinion. So he's that type of guy. And so, like, the referee bumps into George and whatever. And so that, we're, like, chilling. Like, nothing happened. We're walking back. And one of the guys that's on Austin's team, Remember, George and Austin are brothers. He, like, comes up to George and was like, yo, like, chill out, bro, or whatever. And then we're like, what, bro? Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, George, you know, kind of snapped on the referee, but, like, and he was hot, but, like, yeah. But so we're like, all right, whatever. So we're just like, nah, bro, like, just chill. Just, like, get out of our face type shit. Like, we're just trying to break up a fight, bro. Like, we weren't doing anything wrong. Like, we were breaking up the fight. We weren't punching the little kids. Because, remember, we're grown. I was like 22 at the time. George is 22, same age, 21, 22. And so we're grown, bro. These kids are like 16, 15, 16, 17. Like, we're not fighting these kids. We're just breaking up the fight. Making sure no one got hurt. Because, you know, fighting's serious. So we're walking back and this dude's like, oh, so we're like, whatever, dude. And then, like, we get to, like, back to where we were sitting and, like, people start, like, yelling at George. And me a little bit, but not really. But more George. And, like, parents on our team that we were supporting. So, like, what the heck? And then, so we're like, all right, bro, let's just leave. So then we start leaving. And the parents on the other team, this is what made me lose faith in all humanity. So the parents on the other team were walking past them. And maybe I'll throw up some pictures just to give you, like, guys, just like a visual of what happened. So we're walking past these people and they're like, don't worry, the cops are on their way. And we're like, what? And then everybody, like, it's like a scene out of a movie. People just start crowding us from all in the complex and just start recording on their phones. I wish I could see a video of this. So, like, literally, you know how, like, in movies, like, or in real life, like, something crazy will go on and, like, nobody cares. No one's like, yo, let me, like, no, they're like, this might be the next retard that we see on the news that loses his mind. And we can get a viral clip out of it. That's what everyone's thinking about. Everyone's thinking, like, yo, how do we get a viral clip out of this? So I'm like, bro, this can't be. Like, this is crazy. So, like, people are, like, videotaping us, and we're like, I instantly in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm going to be a viral, like, person. Like, I'm going to get jumped, or, like, I'm going to be a meme, dog. And I've been a meme before, and I'll dive into this in another story time. Hopefully I get some fucking views and people start watching these videos. But I got great stories for days, and I got made a meme one time in high school. It was embarrassing, but, you know, I bounced back. And, yeah, so this happened, basically. And so we're walking back, and the people just start recording us, and I'm thinking, like, holy crap, I'm about to be a meme. So, like, and then people are like, oh, the cops are coming. Like, so then we're walking away to my car. So we walk to my car, and people are, like, following us, videotaping, and they're like, don't leave. We got you on record. We got your license plate. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, no way I'm about to go to jail. Like, no, like, guys, when I tell you nothing happened, no assault was done. Nothing bad happened. The referee, like, brushed up on Lucas. Gotta cut that out. And so the referee, like, bunched up on George and was like, and George just, like, kind of, like, nudged him off him. Didn't even, like, shove the guy. Just nudged him off, like, bro, don't touch me. So we're sitting there, and I'm like, brother, like. So then George is like, bro, I can't leave. I'm like, bro, leave, bro. Let's leave. Let's get out of here. Because I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, no way I'm going to get arrested. Got to deal with lawyer fees. Got to deal with all this stuff over nothing, bro. Just because people, like, are butthurt and they have no fucking anything. So I'm like, bro, forget this, bro. Like, I'm not doing this, bro. Like, this is not what's about to happen. Like, I'd rather do some other stuff. Like, so that transpires or whatever. And then so the next thing, so, like, he's like, yo, I can't leave. So I'm like, all right, bro, you can't leave. Then, like, let's do something else about it. So then we go back and we're like, all right, well, I guess we're going to wait for the cops. So we waited for the cops, basically. The cop shows up. But the whole time we're waiting for the cops, I'm like, no way we go to jail, or no way George goes to jail for this. We're, like, freaking out. People, like, eventually, like, they just left. Like, we're waiting for the cop for, like, an hour, maybe. So the cop shows up, blah, blah, blah. Nothing ends up happening, thank God. But, like, just the fact that, like, that people, like, just solely wanted to get the video was like disturbing to me. Because like I'm not a person who takes a lot of photos or videos or things like that. Because like I'd rather just live in the moment most of the time. Like, bro, you're trying to get a video and like knowing that like let's say George is having a bad day and maybe not that he assaulted the cop, but like maybe he really shoved the cop this time, and you're thinking to yourself like, man, really? And then people are recording it and like they're just ready to ruin someone's life basically. And it's like, bro, sometimes in life it's not that deep and people make mistakes. Don't get me wrong, there's people that go overboard that just should not be making those mistakes and they have to be punished. But a vast majority of the time it's people making mistakes and they have to get pushed to do better. They have to have people that support them, believe in them, that want good things, that believe in God and stuff. Like, I'm not a religious man, but I definitely believe in there's a God. But I'm definitely not like believing in like Christianity or anything like that. But yeah, there's a lot more people that need to believe in God though and push for good things, because that's crazy just pulling out your phones like that, ready to ruin some kid's life. But hey guys, that's the story of how I lost my faith in humanity. Please don't do anything but like maybe turn on post notifications, watch my next video or something, but just support, bro. Go back and watch the other story times. I know they're not the best. I'm going to retell a lot of them later on. But all right, guys, peace.